I'm telling them that I can't breathe. Clearly he don't give a damn about my plea. His ancestors used to hang us on trees. Today they identify as road police. You see I'm black, for that I'm a threat to America. My rise is their fall and their fall is evident. Blood on your hands is heavier than an elephant. Open up a mirror to see skeletons.
Welcome to my channel. I'm Latonia, and this is Reignite Sandy Speaks. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you so much, but I will encourage you to please leave a comment. Remember, this is a joint effort. And if it's your first time here, thanks for joining us, and please subscribe. And again, this is a joint effort, so I strongly encourage commentary because I have my views and I feel a certain way, but I'm smart enough to know that I'm not always right. And I don't always see things the way that others can see things. So it's very important to me that everyone participates and say what they think. You know what? I'm not even mad. If it's a little aggressive, I'll get my feelings hurt. But the main thing is I just really want you to be your authentic self and tell me what you really feel and think so we can work this out together. Because my goal is for it to be changed. So again, who are we talking about? To catch a racist. If y'all haven't seen the video, Coach Mark Taylor done acted a whole fool. You know what? Before I get started, let me go ahead and remind you what has happened over the weekend with Coach Mark Taylor.
Downtown Atlanta, Row. Coming up here, and just got a conference with the legislature, real estate thing and all, and downtown Atlanta, staying here at the Omni Hotel. Everybody CNN. Ain't seen a white person in sight. Homeless ones on the street. Every restaurant looking in here is black. Every car beside them is black. They can have Atlanta. It used to be a fun place to come to up here. They can have this place right here and stuff. Ain't no way. No way. Just need to. There's your. Yeah, well, it was just a sign up there. It had Obama and all them on there and stuff, man. So, yeah, that's all that's up here. That's all that's up here, man. And stuff is just crap. Yeah. Yeah, you and boy need to come up here and go hunting. Yeah. And stuff, man. Ain't nothing here, dog. Ain't nothing but blacks up here. That's all it is. Atlanta's done gone down, man. Just gone. Ro, look at this nigga trying to pull out in front of me right here. Look at this nigga trying to pull out in front of me right here. Hey, did you see that tree right there? Yeah. Did you see that tree right there? Ro will hang you from that tree. Yeah.
So you guys saw that. Straight up. I have to stop watching it. When I put it in, before I put it in, I review it. So I can discuss it intelligently. I remind myself, I familiarize myself with the video before I actually put it in and I continue with the recording the video. And bro, and I know it's not funny. It's like, why do I laugh? Because it's like, who are you? Like, what's wrong with you? Okay, let me calm down. Okay, so Mark Taylor, my understanding is that he has been coaching college football for many years. And that was a really nasty rant about how he hates black people. And so let me, before I continue talking about Coach Mark Taylor, again, let me remind you about Reunite Sandy Speaks. The whole goal and purpose of Reunite Sandy Speaks is to document the inequalities that happen to black people in this country. To remind you, during COVID, they did some type of, it was called an Asian bill, but I don't think it was just specifically for Asians. I think it was a hate crime bill, but it was based on Asians documenting hate crimes against them for a year after COVID, due to a lot of people attributing the COVID issue to Asians. So they documented it. Okay? So what Reunite Sandy Speaks is, we are documenting the injustices, the inequality. And so I don't never feel like I talk about this enough, because I really want you guys to understand that I have long-term goals. I'm not doing this for entertainment. I'm not doing this to make money. YouTube does not promote my videos. This is to change. This is to create change for Black people. Black people have been in this country for over 400 years, and we've never been treated equally. According to the 14th Amendment, we're supposed to be equal, but we are not. Okay? And so one of the main issues is that, like in the court of law, in private sectors, you are at the mercy to non-Black people. Okay, and so this is what I call the white supremacist collective conscious, is that Black people are secondary and the white people are superior. It's an unspoken rule. It's the consciousness of this country. It is even, you might even see a white supremacist behavior, attitude, consciousness by a Black person, because it's so heavily ingrained in American culture. So why I'm documenting it is because I think that we need legislation to protect us. I am demonstrating that white supremacy is so heavily ingrained in this country that we are going to constantly be at risk until there are proper laws. So, like this part, I don't think I really am communicating effectively. Coach Mark Taylor was a coach whose career was built on coaching young athletes, many of which were Black men. Okay? If he behaves this way, if he really thinks this way, what has been done? How has he treated Black men in sports or whatever? We see that there is extreme bias. So this is why we need legislation. We need legal protection, because white supremacy is so heavily ingrained in American culture that Black people need protection. And I really don't think that I'm saying it into a way that America, Black people understand. Is that Black people get it. Black people are like, yeah, we're Black in this country. And Black people, many Black people are desensitized. Okay? I got a wake up call. We're going to talk about that. But a lot of Black people are desensitized to, like, this is what it is. This is how they are. This is how they treat us. And nothing we can do. But family, that's not the truth. We are American citizens. In order to change something, we have to collectively make an effort to change. So I'm doing these videos and I'm begging you guys, please share my videos. Please comment. Tell me what you think. Create a conversation. Because again, I don't really want to be a dead horse, but I don't think I ever say this effectively to where you guys understand what I'm saying. You know, I can maybe reference a conversation I had with a gentleman he's looking to create a Black state, okay? And he's like, there's nothing we can do. It's always up to their discretion. It's always up to them. They have the power. Because they have the power and there's obvious bias, they are always going to be in control. We are always going to be harmed. But see, I'm not of the mind that everybody in America thinks that way. I'm not of the mind that everybody in America feels that way. I believe America is a great country. I believe that people come from all over the world to this country because it's a democracy. This thing against Black people, anti-Black culture in America is persisting. And I believe, in order to really make it stop, that we need legislation. I think we need an update to the 14th Amendment and specific verbiage that defines what is a violation. Okay, so I just want to really reiterate, this is a coach who we don't know what or why, but he went on a rampage. And constantly we are seeing these racist, white supremacists voice their opinion. And you know, you guys, what prompted this? Who the hell is Ro? Like, who is he talking to? Like, who was he talking to? Somebody on Twitter was like, oh, that was plotted. That was plotted. No. He was mad at a black person. Something happened and he got pissed. He probably had a couple of drinks or whatever. Can somebody tell me why it says the WarnerVegas.com? Like, I don't understand. If you guys know any information more about this video, the context, if you know more than what I know, please share. Because, okay, so what caused that? It's the arrogance. It is, in their mind, this is their country. In their mind, they can say and do anything they want to do to us. And they can get away with it. And they have been. But see, it's time for change. And family, every white person not like that. You know, I hesitate to say that because it's so rampant. We're seeing it everywhere. Like they hate us. This man was a coach. You guys, let me put some more video in here from you about this racist, white supremacist. Check this out.
Columbia, yeah. Look, got the Glock by the bed. Yeah, here we go. Room service. Y'all need y'all niggas to bring me some chicken wings, 2 hoes, a red bone and a white girl. Y'all want the white girl, Roe gonna try the red bone. No, Borf ain't coming. Yeah, he was here and everything. He make them leave. He make the red bone leave. Yeah, he don't do that and everything. So I tried that one time at the house. Yeah, just Roe. Yeah, cause he probably do it and he probably gonna throw out we on the 14th floor. He probably throw her out the window when he done with her. Yeah, cheap rate. Atlanta, Nigger Town. Got me a nice new jacket, though.
Okay, family, let's talk about it. You know, let me say this. I gotta keep notes because I want to make sure that I touch everything. One of the things that I noticed is I tweeted this. Why isn't this on the news? Why has this not made local national news? When Kyrie Irving tweeted a book from Hebrew to Negro, there was all this uproar. Nike dropped him. It was news. Every sports athlete was asked about Kyrie Irving. And so I don't know this man, okay? When Coach Mark Taylor, we put these photos in here, y'all can see the one where I'm talking. I'm going to see these. You guys see these photos. My understanding is he's a coach. He coached college football and maybe Clemson football. I think he's in Texas now, if I'm not mistaken. But this is one of the things that I want to point out to you, to the family. I'm going to say this continuously on this channel. That's why I need you to subscribe to this channel, share who I am and why I'm the 20th key, and this is Reunite Sandy Speaks, and I'm the bitch that's gonna change shit. Pardon me, but you don't know me, but you're gonna find out that I'm consistent. Okay, it might take me a moment to get my bearings, but I don't stop. I'm built for this. Okay, that's why God put me here. Okay, so I don't know a whole lot about who this man is. But it's just really funny. When they do stuff, it's nothing. But when we do stuff, it's highlighted, it's all over the place. And so, how do you combat that? See, I be in rooms, y'all. I'm very active in social justice on social media. And one of the things that I get so annoyed about, I be in these rooms, and my brothers and sisters be in there complaining. They can tell me all kind of shit from all the different history of all the different abuse and who did it and who did what and what. Yo, but it's time for change. If you sitting here waiting for them to save us, you mistaken. They ain't gonna save us. Only people gonna save us is you and I, and that's what I'm here for. So if they can go crazy and ham on Kyrie Irving for tweeting a book, and I don't even know. I got that book, and y'all, I couldn't get past. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, but tell the truth. I shouldn't say it, but the truth. I don't think I haven't listened. I have it on audio book. I haven't listened to the maybe 40 minutes of it in the car. That book is long. So from Hebrew to Negro. So Kyrie tweeted it, and I believe that Kyrie believes in the philosophy, but I think Kyrie tweeted that book because he was trying to support the author, and it was like part of his ideology. And I'm saying to y'all, black people, look how they came for him. And so, as I was saying about my people complaining, you take action, you take control of shit. I'm making this video. How many views? I got like 1,300 views when we talking shit about the NAACP. Now, when I talk about this racist who's really harming people, who's probably have really harmed people, how many views I'm gonna get? And you gotta share this video. If YouTube makes you sign in to watch my videos, this is the white supremacist collective conscious keeping us in check. This is how they hold us down because they're in control of stuff, right? But see, I don't believe that we can't undo what they've done. We can't correct it. I don't believe as a people that we can't stop or make real difference, real change. Okay? That's what I'm here for. So I'm saying to you, you got to take responsibility for us. We got to take responsibility for us. When Kyrie Irving tweeted from Hebrew to Negro, it was, everybody in the world knew about it. This coach done went on a full-on rant. Y'all see these photos. He done went on a full-on rant talking about black people. Then he talk about hanging people. Said roll or throw a red bone out the window. Just some real KKK shit. And it's crazy. And let me be calm, y'all. I'm excitable, okay? My rising sign is Leo, so I'm really like, I'm like, that's really my personality, okay? I'm a lot. But what I want y'all to be aware of, as I sit here and I say this, my stomach's in knots. I feel nauseated. That's the kind of how it affects me. And what they do to us is by design. They know how the human body works. They know it's going to cause us fear. If you say you're not scared, you can't help but to be scared. The part of your brain, the unconscious part of your brain is going to be afraid because we are black people and we live in this country where people like that walk around every day. They sign our checks. We live in their homes. They police us. This is our country. And it's time that we act like it. So I'm saying, this is Reunite Sandy Speaks to Catch a Racist. I need you to subscribe to this channel. I need you to share this video. See, because what's going to happen, he's going to go, why he did that? I mean, because I'm saying, let me just move and say something real quick, okay? Y'all know I'm all over the place. 5 prominent, successful women are trying to stop Hulu from showing Freaknik. And I talked about this in the space. Y'all, Freaknik was a party, okay? The way we see women running around on Instagram, butt-ass naked, humping like they animals, we didn't act like that. It was a dance called the Freak. We danced and we were provocative. That's dancing. Okay? These 5, I think it's a judge. I might be wrong. A C level executive. 5 executive black women. They are paying in litigation with a multi-million-dollar company like Hulu to stop them from producing or showing Freaknik because they're afraid how it's going to affect them. how it's going to interfere with their livelihood and their life. But this racist runs around and posts such a inflammatory, hate-filled speech, threatening to hang a young black girl, talking about throwing a young black girl out the window. This is arrogance. This is entitlement. And I just want you to understand. See, again, if it's your first time here, I believe America has broken their promise to black people under the 14th Amendment. This is a constitutional violation. The reason why it hasn't changed and it hasn't improved, because we're not addressing it intelligently, intellectually. We're not equal in this country. I was in a room, they said the greatest problem with black people in America is poverty. Hell motherfucking no. It is, we are not equal in this country. If we was equal in this country, it'd be less poverty. If we was equal in this country, we'd have a better education, many of us. If we were equal in this country, we wouldn't be sad and depressed, afraid of the police, scared that wherever we walk around, we go into stores, how are we going to be treated, how are we going to be, the attitudes that we have to deal with every day because our skin is black. It's because we're not equal. America has never kept their promise under the 14th Amendment. The Constitution is the guidelines for this country. So as like I was saying, a good example was Freaknik. These women are have a legal, and I feel so bad. Sisters, if y'all see this, sisters, I don't care what you did. You're a young college girl. And they really trying to suppress this movie. And these people like this run around here and talk crazy. That was what that man did was, I want y'all to understand, that was barbaric. That was evil. He said all of what he said. And you know, let me say this to you guys. Got my nose. Let me say this to y'all. I'll be on my tangent. This wasn't a thought out plan video. So I'm do shit by the seat of my pants. So if it's not a whole lot of cohesion, I'll be ranting. Y'all come stay with me. Y'all come fuck with me, okay? Let me say this to y'all. I took some notes so I won't forget. One of the things that I'm gonna do a follow-up because I'm dead ass serious about to catch a racist. We're gonna catch a racist. And we're going to catch them everywhere. Left, right, every possible place in this country, there are racism. And we're going to catch them in every walk of life. Judicial, officers, private, sports, to catch a racist. Because what we're going to demonstrate to this country that black people are not equal and free in this country. And it's about time that this country kept its promise to black people. So we're going to follow up on Coach Mark Taylor. Because what I'm going to do, and I'll probably do it maybe sometime next week, and I'll probably record it, I'm going to call around and find out who is the district attorney in the city of Atlanta where he was at. It looked like he was in Metro Atlanta. Because based on what I'm seeing, I think he could be charged with hate crimes. So we're going to call. I'm going to record myself calling them, and we're going to investigate. We're going to find out why have they seen this video and why they haven't charged this man with hate crimes. Okay? See, family, you've been harassed by police. You've been at work and been maligned. You've had them lie to you, gaslit. And so it's time that we return the favor. It's time that we behave like they behave. I mean, I hope I'm saying that properly. Because the point that I'm making about charging him, how many black men have been charged over some BS? Well, they'll create charges. Like maybe the black man had a bad day. He had lost his job. He made an actor fool. And it's obvious he's not happy that something's wrong with him emotionally. That this may not be his real self. Or he's having a nervous breakdown or a mental whatever. And they charge him with everything possible. But when it comes to the other man, it's okay. See, let me tell you something. I love black people before I begin. And some of y'all are not going to like my politics because I'm not a racist. I don't paint a whole culture with one stroke. Like in the case of Jewish people. Jewish people, it's Jewish people that ruined my life. I'll talk about that on another series. Ruined my life because my skin is black. I'm never going to hate every Jewish person. My daughter's heavily ingrained. Well, she was. I don't know. She changed all the time, but she ain't got with Jewish people. That was her thing when she was in college. Okay, and she probably grew out of it because she like that. She always on something new. And what I'm saying, it's hard for me to come here and do this because as a black person, it's hurtful. But what I also think, and you, many of y'all gonna be mad and be angry with me. I'm not comfortable with white people seeing me like, it's like I'm demonizing them. But white people, many of y'all been acting like demons. See, I'm a critical thinker. And I'm an emotional person, and I do oftentimes react with my emotion. But as a human being, I don't feel comfortable saying white people this, white people. But white people, this is happening to us. And what you don't know is this is harming the community. You think it's not affecting you, but it is affecting you. It's affecting your tax dollars. It's affecting America is being affected by this. You shouldn't want this. You shouldn't turn away and act like it's okay. And many white people do. You see, I put in. I've been putting in the screenshots from social from different people. See, I want to say white people want to be appalled, but they're not. Let me say this to you. One of the reasons why this is very much affecting me, because I was married to a man just like that. The Tennessee, my husband lived in Tennessee. He grew up in Tennessee. He's a very big sports fan. He's one of them, just like this. See how he's saying dog and dog? He picked up the black vernacular and acting like athletes. Our culture, usually they act in black, which comes from black culture. But what happens is that they hang out together. That these kids play sports together. And when their parents are being racist, they're coming to school. Y'all, I'm about to cry because this is personal for me. When they go to school and they play sports and develop friendships with these people, with black people, they're like, wait, these are human beings. These are regular people. And many of them, they rebel. And that's what I thought, that I married someone that rebelled. I married a white person, and as my marriage unfolded, I recognized that I was his rebellion. This is what I know about white men in America. And I really want to do a video about white men, but I don't feel comfortable making a video just about white men. Like, I know you like, black people like, they do shit to us all the time. Why you holding back? Why you holding back? Because it's not my nature to be racist. And so what I'm saying to you is, I was married to a white person, and he showed his ass just like this man. His whole ass. And it's hard for me because he's the same kind of white man. With the accent from Tennessee, he has an orange Tennessee. He hang out like, the black, because when he keeps saying dog. Y'all might be too young, but dog, what's up, dog? That was a New York thing. What's up, dog? That was a New York thing. He's like, what's up, dog? And then it kind of went down south, whenever and where. Everything in the post, he referred to people, even to his boy. He talking about dog. And the person I married showed his ass the same way. And so this is the main point is that black people need protection in this country. If this man is running around talking and acting like this, what has he done to these athletes? How has he influenced these athletes negatively? I think somebody said he was in school. I think he may have taught, and he called a student a red bone. Like how he, white people, red bones are light skinned black people. They're really light. They're lighter than me. They're very light. That's a red bone. Okay, I'm yellow or brown. I might be yellow. I've gotten darker, so I may not be yellow anymore. I used to be yellow. I think I'm brown now. But red bone is it's like a very light skinned black person, and he's calling people red bones. Who says that? What white person says red bone? You know. So anyway, listen, y'all. I am going to do a review or a follow up on this because remember he said something that he was in Atlanta for real estate legislature or something. If you guys know anything about this is why it's important that you share this video. I'm a 20th Key. This is Reunite Sandy Speaks. You may not trust me. You may not believe me. You might think this is just a whim, but it's not. I'm here for life until I achieve my goals. Okay? So I have said multiple times, I can't do it by myself. And I know I can't. Kyrie Irving posted a link to a book. And he lost millions of dollars. Endorsements. Everybody and their mother was talking about this. I have not seen one local or national news media cover this. And so the point that I'm making, y'all be feeling like I be all over the place, and then I watch my videos, I be like, shit, I didn't say what I was supposed to say. I'm going on my tangent. We have to make them aware that we are going to broadcast when they mistreat us. And what happens is it is so prevalent and so rampant, we have become desensitized to it. So if the mainstream media is not going to cover this very egregious behavior by this well-known coach, we have to. Let me make sure I'm saying this properly to you. Because when I talked about, I go in these rooms and I listen to black people complain. And I learned, because they talk about all the shit that happened. I'm like, damn, what? And I'm in the room, I'm like, okay, so what we gonna do? I'm like, what we gonna do? And then everybody gets excited. They act like I'm crazy. I'm like, well, we need a plan. And they just be sitting there like, ain't nothing we could do. Hell yeah, it's something we could do. It's crazy you think that we can't do something. To me, okay, this man was a whole ass fool. He done talked about hanging women from trees, throwing them out the window, brandishing his Glock. He's a menace to society. He needs some type of charge. I am going to call, and I'll probably record you guys. I'm new with this. Like, this social justice stuff, I am new. It's some social justice activists out there. They know the laws. They know how to get information. I don't know. I'm a baby at this, okay? So I need y'all to help me and give me information. Tell me. I'm going to find out what courthouse or district attorney is over Metro Atlanta. I'm going to ask, did he see this video? I'm going to say, do he plan? We're going to send emails. If y'all want to, we'll do a follow up to this. And we're going to do emails about this man needs a charge. Now, some black people, family, y'all desensitized. And y'all think this is okay. This is not okay. Okay? This behavior is not okay. Okay? It's not like he did a half rant, talk shit. This man talked about hanging black. Look at this who got in front of me. You see that tree over there? And see, this is how you know he conscious. He said, Ro will hang you from this tree. Who the hell is Ro? I think that this man needs to be arrested, investigated, and find out who the hell is Ro. That's a hate crime. And the district attorney is not going to make it a hate crime unless we have a joint effort. Like in the case of Shanquilla Robinson, y'all know the country's not, the states, the government's not going to pursue it. Talking about the autopsy was a conflict, an autopsy. So what I'm thinking to myself is, America hates black people. They hate us. And family, I'm going to ask you to be conscious. They hate us. So when you walk away from, and you finish this video, I want you to think they hate us. This is where we live. But I don't want you to feel hurt or broken. I want you to think we need to make sure this country is better for our kids and our grandkids. That we have been suffering since they brought us here, and it's time for this shit to stop. And long as we sit and wait for them to fix it and make it right, we'll be waiting. We have to take initiative. What I'm not asking is not a lot. I'm asking you to subscribe to my channel, share my channel, and engage with me. I'm asking you is that if I talk about something in your city, in your state, about somebody you know about, if you got to create an anonymous fucking YouTube, we need to investigate this. See, the thing that hurts my heart is what we see is a drop in the bucket after what goes on. I live in California. California is the biggest Jim Crow state in this country. And the country believes that this state is liberal. Yet the governor cares about black people. They don't care about black people in California. They harm black people every day. And in LA Times and news, people don't even talk about it. The senators, the U.S. representatives, they do not talk about the harm to black people. Y'all know when it comes to, and you know, I'm getting anxious inside because I'm experiencing and I'm thinking about what it is to be black in this country. Politicians can't say, oh, this happened to black people and it's not wrong. They say people of color, civil rights. They don't say black people are harmed every day in this country. And it's time that it stops. It's time that America keeps its promise to black people that we are equal. The biggest harm in this country is we're not equal. You say they're killing black men. They're killing black men. They're harming black women. And they're stealing black babies for a profit. That's what they do to us. Because we're not equal. Because they don't treat us like their sisters and brothers and uncles and cousins. They treat us like we're 3/4 of a man, like we're not even human, like we're less than. And everything I'm saying, I want to caution you because I know it's going to anger you. As I sit here, I feel sick in my stomach. My conscious mind knows that I got to recognize, okay, I live in a country where they hate me because I was born black. I'm not going to roll up in a ball and go in a corner and hide and say, oh, well. My ancestors died, was hung, was murdered, was raped for my freedom. Black people died for you and me. Jumped off of ships, all kind of shit they did to us. It is our responsibility. You don't understand? It is our responsibility. I was married to a white man who weaponized my blackness. I could have just moved on with my life. But what stopped me is that what halted me is how he was able to do it and how everybody involved was on his side. Protected him. The judges harmed me. And everybody, that's all these checks and balances, are supposed to make sure that everything is checks and balances, everyone's being treated equal. Everybody involved chose the white person. Because there's a white supremacist collective consciousness in this country that black people are secondary and white people are superior. And the only way it's going to stop if we get down together. I'm asking, I'm begging you. And my heart hurts because I'm not asking a lot. I'm saying subscribe to my channel. I'm saying when I say something, if you have a feeling about what I'm saying, I cannot stress to you why it's important that you comment. Because I'm one person. I don't know everything. I may not know something. If you disagree with me, when you disagree with me, it enables me to look at it from your lens. Because I'm trying to be the best I can be in this journey. And I need you to help me. Yeah, so I'm going to do a follow-up on Coach Mark Thompson. I keep calling him the wrong one. Mark Thompson is a news dude. I'm Mark Taylor. Coach Mark Taylor is a racist. Before I go, I want to say a little something. What's this man named? Justin Preston. Y'all been asking. I'm going to put him on here. This guy name is Justin Preston. I think his name is Justin Preston. Y'all, I'm always making excuses about my brain. If y'all knew what I've been going through, you would understand that I've been tortured and I'm struggling. I'm going to make sure I tell you this right. The U.S. Representative, Justin J. Pearson. Family, again, if you don't know, I'm a registered Republican. I'm a conservative. I'm not for partisan politics. I'm for what is right in the issues. This guy, Justin Pearson, another young black man, was expelled for protesting regarding gun laws in Tennessee. And what I've seen on Twitter, people are coming for him because when he was younger, he spoke eloquently. Well, he attempted to. He probably just graduated from college, so he probably presented himself in a professional manner. 2016, it's been 7 years. And now he has an afro, daishiki, and he fiery. And my people are ridiculing this black man. Why we last, family? Why we last? Why are we last? It's because they got their foot on our neck? Is that why we last? Because they're in control? See, the problem that I have is that he and the other representative, I'm sorry, I forget his name. I keep messing this up. He and the other representative was expelled, but the white woman was not. So again, this is another case of inequality. The two black U.S. representatives were expelled, and the white woman did the exact same thing, but she was not. My pet family, people on Twitter coming for him, talking about he fake and this, that, and the third. When that's not the issue. The issue is he was expelled because he's black. I need y'all to stay focused. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a Republican. But I'm black first. I'm black first. And I know we're losing because we have an issue with cohesion and unity. You see, they got together and they expelled him. They voted against him. See, they do that. I don't want to go into the history or what is causing us to have this separation or not have the ability to unite, because I don't think that's the case. I think that we have unity. I just think it's in different areas, in different places. Like it's this group and that group and this group, and for the most part, we have the same ideas, but there might be some conflict. And I think that we might struggle with conflict resolution and recognizing why it's important to put prioritize things. I think we have issues with our ego. I can keep going on and on about that. But I just want to say I was just disturbed. I went on Twitter and went on y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all know I'll be having my whole breakdown, my whole meltdown. I had my whole meltdown because I'm new to the social justice thing, like over a year, and I just be seeing people going off on black people. I'm like, why are you going off on this? Like, and I'm thinking they did something. I go look, like, what happened? What did they do? Be some bullshit. We're going to talk about that on critical thinking with the 20th key. We're going to talk about what causes conflict. Why are some prone to aggressive responses? Or, because my thing is that I love black people. If you talk to me crazy, I'm like, what's wrong? Why you mad? I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Wait, you mad? What happened? What, you know, I'm not like I'm not here to fight with people who look like me. I'm not here to fight with anybody. But specifically, I'm not here to fight with people who look like me. And those are one of the things I don't like calling out our bad behavior, y'all. So I walk around it I try to say it nicely. But in the case of this Justin Pearson, am I saying his name right? Y'all was coming for his whole neck. And maybe I'm being sensitive. Maybe it was a little clowning. Nah, see? The reason why I'm upset about it is that when you sit here and you do this clowning because y'all think it's funny or y'all want to call people out who look like you being distracted from the issue at hand. The issue at hand is that he was expelled. He and another black brother was expelled, and a white woman was not. That's inequality. We're not equal. If you of the mind that we can't be equal, I'm gonna need you to change that shit. I'm gonna need you to think differently. If you of the mind that we can't be equal in this country, I'm gonna ask you and beg you to pretend like you think, like just put in your mind, like you fantasizing, and you just, it's a fantasy that we can finally be equal in this country. Put that in your mind. And let's see, can we get there? Anyway, y'all, listen. I want to make sure I said everything I did about this crazy white man. I'm a 20. And this is Reunite Sandy Speaks. Y'all come fuck with me.
Killing us for walking, killing us for jogging, kill us in our homes and fabricating and hiding. Where we had Sandra Bland's and Trayvon Martin's. If when you kill us, your family was a target. If your children was orphans, when you had compassion and next time you approach us, yeah, we fed up, this is built up. Your city up in smoke, homeboy, we had enough. And I ain't Tyson, riots of violence heighten the climate. I'm saying you smack me, I'm punching you in your iris. Retaliation is prescribed in both Bible and Quran. In the matters of the slang, see an eye for an eye, especially if the Justice Department do